I want to say thank you to all of my Patreon supporters who help support the channel. Also, I want to say thank you to my Twitch subscribers. Help the channel out by donating or go to patreon.com. Thank you. All right. So, if you watch this channel for any time at all, you would know that I am for the fucking workers' rights. I think workers should be paid more and we should work motherfucking less. Not into the extent where, workers are overrunning good corporations, because with anything, when you work with customers, it is a mutual um, agreement, bargain to, if you give me money, I give you service. It shouldn't be one holding over the other. Customer service shouldn't be a zero sum game. Likewise, workers and employers, you can find a benefit to it. Again, as much as I like socialism, if we can go to a Keynesian economic format, it'd be a lot better than what we have motherfucking right now. So when I have somebody who just embodies the let's take care of the workers, I praise them. This is a video that I watched most of it the other day, but I just want to bring it up for the channel. So let's actually watch this video, shall we?
Bernie Sanders is back, and he's not satisfied to just accept, I guess, whatever crumbs come workers' way. He feels like, during the periods of American political history where the labor movement was able to make big gains, we have to start with big asks.
So yeah, this is actually very, very recent. And yes, you're reading that shit right. Bernie Sanders is calling for a 32-hour work week. But let's continue.
And he's trying to do that, or at the very least catch us up to many European countries. So we're gonna jump through a few of the suggestions he's made recently that I hope take off. One is that he's calling for a 32-hour work week with no pay cuts, saying it's time to make sure that working people benefit from rapidly increasing technology, not just large corporations that are already doing phenomenally well. So look, this could come in the form of a 4-day work week. It could come in.
Oh God, I would love in a 4-day work week. All right, like, no lie today, guys. I got off 3 hours early. I fucking loved it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't have to deal with customers for an extra 3 motherfucking hours. You have no idea. My dick got hard because I didn't have to deal with these customers. I was able to get up, walk around, search for like a parfait from motherfucking White Castles for like an hour, even though none of them had it. Okay. But I had more time to myself, and here I'm starting to stream a little bit more refreshed than I would normally do. So you benefit from me not having to work as much either. But let's continue.
In the form of shorter days. If this strikes you as insane and a non-starter, then you probably live and grew up in America. France has a 35-hour work week. It's considering reducing it to 32. Norway and Denmark are at 37 right now. The idea that back when 40 hours was decided on.
And you know what's actually really, really something? People complain about how France is always lighting the shit on fire. They're doing it because of their workers. Their workers ain't taking shit, don't take shit. And usually when they actually start like expressing themselves over the discontentment they have with the government usually bends the fucking knee. But let's go.
That we had achieved some sort of cosmically significant perfect number that should never change has always struck me as odd, when it was in fact just a thing that was landed on as a result of ongoing negotiations. The fact that we have a 2-day weekend is not like a necessity that is baked into the fabric of our reality. All of these things can change. And it is a little bit weird that we have had decades and decades and decades of new technology.
So what John is saying here is this: a 40-hour week. That's not some written down number. It's like it's just literally a number that we came up with because it was a number that we came up with. And for people to sit back and tell you that no, this is the perfect number to maximize efficiency with making money for the company and making sure, like, no. A lot of motherfuckers that say we should keep a 40-hour work week are the same motherfucking motherfuckers who would tell you that y'all you just need to work more. Get back to the mind, you motherfucking serfs. But let's continue.
Increased productivity that one would think should lead to extra benefits, and yet haven't. We work, more hours. We don't have an extra weekend day. But you have to bear in mind that it did, in fact, generate those extra benefits. The extra benefits just didn't go to the workers. But profits are way up. CEOs make way more money than they used to. And so maybe that could just be spread around a little bit. And thankfully, we have Bernie Sanders pushing for that. What do you think, Brett?
More things.
It appears that my stream dipped out for a second. I fucking love my time. I fucking love my internet connection. But basically, what I was just saying is, no, a lot of people are actually used to just dealing with the bullshit that we deal with as far as workers' rights go, and to suggest something even different than that in some people's case is just like, what the fuck is going to happen? And no, that's not what we need in this case. We need workers to have more rights. Well, let's go.
Things like this. Like, this is exactly the right rhetorical framing for any ask, period. So often, like, there's these movements that are like, let me say something that gets your attention but makes you hate me. This doesn't make anyone hate you. Like, this is, oh, I too want to work fewer hours for the same amount of money. You would have to be crazy to be against this as a.
But that there are so many corporate bootlickers or people that says, no, I want to work as much as I can because what is the phrase? You was only supposed to lick the boot, not turn it into your own whole motherfucking meal. Or people who think that they can work hard themselves up. I'm going to give you a little news flash, people. There is nobody who has made it into the depths of upper management that have worked their heart out to get to that point. It is all about who you know. It's not about what you know, it's who you know. Everybody who has gotten into positions of leadership has metaphorically filleted somebody. And I say metaphorically because because it's just about who you know. But let's continue.
The worker, right? You want this. Get this argument out there, get as many people talking about it as possible so that everybody has to come back and start engaging in it. And then you can break out things like, well, I'm more productive due to the technology you're trying to replace me with, and the technology is cheaper, and my ability to take further steps than the technology is higher. So I don't understand why you have a problem with it unless you can show me financially why it's not tenable for you. Because I will also have more time off to be a consumer.
Yeah, exactly. A consumer.
And he makes a great point right there. One of the reasons why we got the 5-day work week anyway, because anti-Semitic Henry Ford pushed for the shit. And with him pushing for the shit, he gave people more money and time off so people can be more of a consumer. And it turned out Ford sold more cars. Well, let's go.
Also a human. They say constantly that they want people to engage with the economy, sure, but they also talk like anytime there's a social ill, anytime there's a failure of an individual or whatever, you will be told that it's a breakdown of the family, the social fabric, all of that stuff. When exactly are we supposed to maintain or repair the social fabric exactly? People are exhausted when they get home from.
No, John, you forget. It's a social illness because of the breakdown in the family, and to resolve that, you don't let women get a divorce because without your permission. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. You just supposed to stay together because reasons. Ask Steven Crowder. Even though it's not my decision, the state of Texas has let my wife leave. She should be in a cage in the basement. All right, let's go.
From their incredibly tiring jobs, maybe a little bit more time spent with family and friends would have untold social benefits. I don't think that's impossible to imagine. And in terms of the economic effect, look, this isn't obviously going to work for every single job in every single industry. The idea of having at least 2 days of the weekend makes sense, except as a waiter, I had to work on the weekends because that's when people are at restaurants. So no one is an absolutist or simplistic when it comes to this, but we can certainly talk about it. And it's not like we don't have data about what the likely effects would be. There have been many experiments across many different countries and in the US that have indicated that productivity can actually go up as a result of cutting hours. Even if that's difficult to imagine, that is what has actually been demonstrated. And by the way, this isn't the only thing he's doing. He's also
so just yeah, I stream on both. But just because and I want to make sure I say this. Just because you're saying that people should work more 4-day work week, we can actually we can split that up. Some people don't mind working Saturdays. I do. I fucking hate working Saturdays. And as somebody who, and I'm going to be very honest with you, for the first 6 years of my customer service lifetime, with call centers, I worked every motherfucking Saturday, except for like a stint of like a half a year. So when you tell me to work a Saturday now, it has been 6 years removed where I will work an occasional Saturday. I want to motherfucking like, eviscerate somebody's throat. But Saturdays miss me with Saturdays. Miss me with working Saturdays. But yeah, no, I would work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Give me fucking Wednesday. Just give me Wednesday. Okay, all right, let's go.
Introducing a bill to raise the federal minimum wage to $17 per hour. Some people might say, well, wait, wasn't it $15 an hour? Well, perhaps at some point it was. There was inflation, and it's also been literally years since that was the thing that people were pushing for. And so again, as 2 weekend days and 40 hours are not cosmically significant, $15 an hour as the minimum wage is also not the answer for the rest of time.
All right, so yeah, that was motherfucking interesting. And I will tell you what, when it comes down to it, I really think that we should examine what we expect and what just how what we should actually expect from our jobs and what our jobs should actually expect from us. When it comes down to it, your job isn't worth your mental or physical health. It's not. It is not worth making sure that you're running yourself into the ground because motherfuckers want to make a profit. I'm a weird motherfucker. I even draw or like do the streams and outside of my work, and I want to turn it into my work. But rest the motherfucking sure that if it came down to me having to choose between making money doing this, I will fucking do this in a heartbeat. But that's not the world that we live in, and us constantly pushing and stressing is fucking killing us. I did a video not too long ago, earlier this week, about loneliness is killing us. Some of it is the social structures are breaking down where we used to hang out together. Some of it is the fact that people are working a lot more, and that is hurting us. And yeah, I'm just done with it. Done with it. Anyway, guys, like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna cut this video segment here. We're gonna move on to our other videos. And yeah. Cut.